Time now for the morning rush. This morning, federal investigators will continue trying to figure out what caused a small plane to crash west of Albuquerque, killing 2 people, a man and a woman. Officials say the single-engine Cessna went down yesterday evening 5 miles southwest of the Double Eagle II airport. The plane was heading towards that airport, but reports say the pilot was going to try to land on I-40. The FAA says the pilot said he was having engine trouble and reported ice buildup on the engine.
And we are following breaking news this morning. At least 13 people are dead and 50 more are injured after a possible terror attack at a college in Crimea. Investigators say most of the injured are believed to be teenagers. Officials say an unidentified explosive device packed with metal objects went off. The Kremlin is saying the possibility of a terror attack is being considered. Kristen.
More rain and high mountain snow continuing today, favoring the north and east, especially the eastern slopes here could pick up a couple more inches above 8,000 feet. You are going to want to make sure you have that umbrella on standby. Even some spotty showers possible across central and western New Mexico, but the rain and snow continue tomorrow before eventually some drier air works in for the weekend. David?
This new video will likely be used in the case against a man accused of breaking into a Santa Fe author's home. Santa Fe police got a call about a burglary at author Forrest Fenn's house in Santa Fe. When officers got to the house on Friday, they say they found Robert Miller had used an axe to chop his way in. He said he was looking for the treasure mentioned in Fenn's book. Miller is charged with burglary and criminal damage to property.
A warning as students head to class this morning. APS wants parents to know of unknown pills found at schools across the west side. Volcano Vista High School and APS school police sent a letter saying pills have been found in and around neighboring schools, local skate parks, and the community. Right now, they don't know exactly where the pills are coming from. More on the letter, what the letter has to say, coming up in the 5 Facts.
This morning, volunteers are joining state police in looking for a second hunter who went missing, this time near Grants. Investigators say 59-year-old Christopher Hall was last seen yesterday afternoon. Police say so far neither search or rescue crews or their helicopter have been able to spot him. He was hunting in the Zuni Mountains. And that search comes on the heels of good news in regards to another missing hunter. Here's an update. This morning, 64-year-old Ronald Duran is safe at home. This is after New Mexico State Police say Duran went missing on Monday near Cuba, and he was found. No further details have been released just yet.
On to new news this morning. The price of Netflix stock increased by more than 11% after adding 7 million new subscribers to the streaming service. They say next quarter they could add 9.4 million new subscribers this quarter. Netflix also reported current revenue of $4 billion. Last week, the company announced intentions of buying Albuquerque studios. City councilors are scheduled to meet tomorrow to discuss the funding specifics and to give the public a chance to speak on the deal.
People caught flying unauthorized drones over wildfires while crews are fighting the blaze could now possibly face federal felony charges. According to the Durango Herald, Colorado Senator Cory Gardner included a provision to the FAA Reauthorization Act of 2018. Now that provision passed the House on October 3rd and now goes on to the Senate.
A health alert for you. Cannon Air Force Base is now working on a plan to clean out their groundwater after a chemical foam used in firefighting was found in water wells on and off the base. Officials say the foam can increase the risk of cancer and other diseases. People living on the base are still being told not to drink the water and to drink bottled water until further notice.
This morning, the city of Albuquerque and Bernalillo County will be working together to eliminate mosquitoes that could carry the Zika virus from the bosque. For the first time ever, that particular insect has been found in the area. Health officials say mosquito season is nearly over, but they're still breeding, and eggs can survive through the winter. Now, the same mosquitoes have been found in 14 other New Mexico counties.
On to developing news now. More rain is in the forecast for areas of central and south Texas dealing with devastating and deadly floods. 18 counties are under a state of emergency this morning after days of rain. At least 4 bodies have been found in the floodwaters. Officials are worried the Llano River will flood even more today. It's already washed away a road. Kristen.
That same storm system is pulling into moisture over New Mexico, so we will continue with some hit-and-miss showers here in Albuquerque today, too. The Metro Threat Index up to a 6, largely fueled by those winds, though. Those will be coming out of the east, about 25 to 35 miles per hour sustained, gusting up to 50. David?
A new sports team in Rio Rancho wants to help veterans transition into civilian life once again, this time through basketball. The Rio Rancho Roadrunners is a new wheelchair basketball league for kids and adults. The league is giving disabled veterans the chance to stay active both physically and mentally. The owner says he will give $1,000 to the Rio Rancho chapter of Disabled American Veterans for every member who commits to playing for his team.
New at 6, UNM School of Engineering is getting national recognition this morning. Their online program in computer engineering is ranked #1 on a list of the most affordable online master's programs in that field. The ranking is by Online U. It includes universities that cost less than $30,000 a year. UNM's program is nearly $6,000 per year.
Wolf Awareness Days are kicking off at the Albuquerque Biopark. Visitors can learn about Mexican gray wolves, conservation, and the role that the biopark has played in their recovery. The gray wolf was close to extinction, but they're now making a comeback because of breeding efforts. Wolf Awareness Days begins this morning at 10 a.m. until 2 this afternoon. The entire course runs through Friday. Kristen.
Time now for a check on traffic. Not seeing anything major out there. We do have construction resuming on I-40 eastbound between Coors and Rio Grande, so heads up there. But Big Eye looks pretty good at the hour. We'll keep eyes on that throughout the morning.
If you're on the search for the perfect slice, it may be time for a road trip. Travel site TripAdvisor is out with a list of the top 10 pizza restaurants in the U.S. Topping the list is Boston's Regina Pizza for its thin crust and spicy sauce. That's followed by Bleecker Street Pizza in New York City and Modern Pizza in New Haven, Connecticut. The top cities for a slice were New York and, of course, Chicago.
Good morning and welcome back. If you're going to be traveling at all this morning, we're not seeing any major problems with our big airports across the nation. Just checking it with the Sunport. Everything's set to depart on time through at least 10 a.m. If you're staying here at home, you got to bundle up. It's cold out there, 44 degrees, humidity about 63%, but it's the winds we've got to watch too. Those winds sustained at 20 miles per hour coming out of the east, gusting closer to 30. So here's a look at the day planner, because although we are going to be warmer today, back into those low to mid 50s, the wind is going to make it feel even cooler than that. So you do want to keep around the jacket for the later half of the day. We've got a cloudy sky coming in this afternoon, as well as some rain and snow chances lingering, mainly over the north and east. Rain in the lower elevations, snow above, I would say 8,000 feet, especially this morning. But tomorrow we continue with rain chances before eventually we get some drier air in here. More sunshine for those in northern and central New Mexico for the weekend. Some spotty showers will be left over across southern New Mexico as we transition towards about Saturday, and then get ready for yet another storm coming in early next week. So bottom line, do not put away the rain gear just yet. Let's now take you to the 5 facts.
And number 5, just in time for Halloween, we are showing you a house with a haunting reputation, drawing in people from all over. I hope they catch a glimpse of something spooky, but how the house got there may be even more strange. The home is off of Highway 55 in Estancia. It was bought by a local lawyer as a kit back in the 1920s through the Sears, Roebuck and Company catalog. According to the Sears Archive website, the retailer sold more than 70,000 of the build-it-yourself house kits between 1908 and 1940. It's still owned by the original family who raised cattle on the surrounding land.
Number 4 now, warning as students head to class this morning. APS wants parents to know of unknown pills found at schools across the west side. Volcano Vista High School and APS school police sent a letter saying pills have been found in and around neighboring schools, local skate parks, and the community. The letter asks parents to lock up any medications they may have at home.
And number 3, new video will likely be used in the case against a man accused of breaking into a Santa Fe author's home. Santa Fe police got a call about a burglary at author Forrest Fenn's house on Friday. Officers say they found Robert Miller had used an axe to chop his way in. This is according to officers. Now, he said he was looking for the treasure mentioned in Fenn's book.
At number 2, temperatures cooler than average across the state today with 50s here in Albuquerque. And again, those East Canyon winds with us throughout the entire day. We have a wind advisory in effect through 6 p.m. More showers left over for your Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's going to be the break between storms. Late Sunday into Monday and Tuesday, another storm off to the west is going to pull in some more moisture. We'll likely see yet another round of rain and high mountain snow with temperatures remaining in the 60s.
Number 1 now, the State Attorney General's office is looking into the financial records of former UNM Athletic Director Paul Krebs. This as the investigation into the infamous public-funded golf trip to Scotland for Krebs and others linked to UNM Athletics continues. Last year, the UNM Foundation received $25,000 from a, quote, anonymous donor. It was to cover the inappropriate use of public funds used on a nearly $40,000 golfing trip. The AG's office began investigating Krebs after Larry Barker exposed that he used public money to take private donors on that trip. Now, a search warrant filed by the Attorney General shows the anonymous donation appears to be made by Krebs. If you want to see more on this story or more background, go to our website. That's always on KRQE.com.